Hi Sagittarius, welcome. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the general spiritual messages, and then we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. And let's get into it. So the energy feels so good to me today. It's been feeling good though. Like I feel like as for the collective, we are going into spring with some good energy, right? And when I was meditating for you, Sagittarius, before starting the reading, I was getting some messages about, challenges being presented to you, but you kind of handling them in a different manner than maybe you used to, or having more of this carefree or detached approach is actually helpful to you, Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. I also feel healing coming through the relationship sector, your love life, your emotions, which has been long overdue for my Sagittarius. Some of you have had some really crazy stuff happening over the past few years, but yeah, I feel like a rest period, or even if their life is still throwing challenges at you, I feel like you're handling it different. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, your energy seems to be a bit smoother, or like a bit calmer, or like that detached energy I felt earlier. So let's get into it and see where this is headed. Here's the two cards that came out while I was shuffling there. It is the Three of Wands, which is the card of preparation, and the Hermit card, which is talking about inner reflection. Virgo energy for some of you. You could have that in your chart or be connecting with somebody who does. Or it's just the overall vibe. So it's like, this ready to be ready type of energy, but also, yeah, that reflective vibe that I felt earlier of just kind of taking things one day at a time, not letting yourself get rattled by life's challenges, and just taking a different approach, a more calm approach, okay? So let's get into it, Sagittarius, and see what else we have coming through. We're going to look at the Osho Zen cards, if I can say it. All right, you have the card of friendliness. What else? Another card of healing. Okay. And morality. Very interesting. So, and guilt. I'm going to get one more on that one. Okay. Interesting. So, Sagittarius, a part of this healing journey, or just in general, this journey that you're on, has to deal with obviously staying focused and grateful in the present moment as often as you can. But it also is highlighting this need to let go of whatever this guilt is. And this is stemming from something from the past or someone from the past. And it has the card of morality or mortality around it. So I feel like whatever the situation is, it's dead and gone, or it's reached a current completion, and it doesn't serve you anymore to carry on that old guilt or blame or grudge or whatever this is that I'm picking up on. I also feel like you have the card of friendship here. So be your own best friend when it comes to your life, when it comes to your own healing. And give yourself grace, give yourself forgiveness, give yourself the allowance to feel your own worth and to be present in your present life, because that's where it's at. Like, that's where the go-go juice is right now. And being as present as you can in the now with as much appreciation as you can muster is really what gets the juices going when it comes to attracting the things that are, yes, on your path, but also that you really want or that you've desired for. So Ooh, I love the beginning of this reading. Also, you could be just connecting with friends during this time frame, and that could be very healing, right? Getting in touch with your loved ones, your friend group, going out, talking on the phone, you know. Sometimes that can be healing as well. But let's get further into it and see Sagittarius. Where is this headed, and what do you need to know? So, Sagittarius, we got Judgment. Oh my goodness. Okay. Judgment and the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups. And I feel like this King of Swords goes over here. So, Sagittarius. Now, this is interesting to me because the first message I got was, where have you been your own worst enemy? Where have you been your own inner self-critic, right? Because I feel like it's time to let yourself free from that. And, you know, most, if not all of our suffering comes from our own internal dialogue and the things that we tell ourselves, right? So if you're continually telling yourself that you don't trust your judgment, or you doubt yourself, or that there are limitations to what you can and cannot accomplish, or you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not young enough, you know, whatever. Like, there's so many things, right, that our brains will go to. If you're not regulating those thoughts, then they will consume you, right? And then before you know it, they'll have you believing that you are all of those things of which you are not. And I'm here to remind you, you are none of those things. You are worthy, you are loved, you are unconditionally loved by the universe, right? You are intelligent, you have access to the same energy that creates worlds through your third eye, through your intuition. It flows through your veins. You could not be more deserving, as evidenced by your living and breathing on this planet, right? So there's like this inner dialogue that needs to shift gears into this more aligned thought process with who you really are. And who you really are is so much more than this. Now, for some of you, this is somebody actually outside of you who is maybe quite critical, harsh, detached, you know, and maybe they get into your head. I'm picking up a masculine, but it could be feminine energy, just depends. And they just really have a tendency to make you feel not good enough. And your reminder here is, Sagittarius, anytime somebody imposes criticism, all right, or condemnation on you, it's more about them than it is about you, right? And so it's like that saying we used to say when we were kids, I'm rubber, you're glue. You guys know the saying? I'm rubber, you're glue. Which you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. It's a bit like that, you know. And you take it as lighthearted as that, quite literally, you know. Because people who get into a space where they're super negative or cruel or criticizing, they're not connected to source in that moment. Well, we're always connected to source, but they've cut themselves off pretty good there. So meaning they're not in alignment, meaning there's no power behind their words. And they're also feeling the suffering of not being in a good feeling space, right? So you just kind of got to understand that from a spiritual perspective, that, you know, it is not personal to you. Easier said than done, I get it, especially if it's in your face, right? But listen to your intuition, Sagittarius. Like, I feel like, you know, with the Knight of Cups here, this is like moving into a more emotional, open, somewhat vulnerable, but sensitive energy, right? And because you're in that sensitive energy, it's more important than ever, right, to ignore your own critic, whether it be self-critic or the critics outside of you. Because have you deviating from the loving space that you deserve to be in. So let's go a little bit further and see. Oh yeah, 5 of Wands, death and rebirth. The 7 of Wands, you got a situation going on over here. We'll get to that in a minute. Who is this pulling at your strings? Hold on a second. I feel like this is over here. This is here. This is here. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in a second. Oh, you guys. I'm always messing with my... I'll just show you in the camera. Okay. One more though. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. You've got 2 situations going on here, and I'm going to show you what I mean. You have this one, which is quite lovely. Okay. See all of the blue colors here. Blue is a very healing color. Very tranquil, very calm energy, right? And then look at this contemptuous energy here. This is also showing up. You see the red in this depiction? Just look at that. That is quite conflicting energy, right? So you have 2 things going on. There is either something you're internally battling with that's quite heavy to you that really needs to go through some sort of transformation because it's not serving you anymore. This could be what I picked up earlier from the past. Okay, it could even be your own guilt or somebody else's guilt showing up here. And then you also have this situation that is quite lovely. You've got love quite literally showing up, clarity, answers, healing, wish fulfillment, and satisfaction. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, and which one is going to prevail during this time frame is dependent upon which one you give the most attention to. Are you going to be your own worst enemy and give all of your attention to something you don't want or someone that doesn't value you? Or are you going to focus your energy on the things that you do want, the things that satisfy you, the things you love, the people you love, and the people that value you? Because you're going to get more of whichever direction you focus upon. And while it's easy to say, and most of our egos will want to go towards the thing that's bothering us, Spirit is saying, redirect that into the things that are going positively and well for you. And this is kind of similar to the Scorpio reading. If you're on the cusp of Scorpio, check out their reading as well. Because I feel like there's a situation here, whether it's you or somebody outside of you. If it's somebody outside of you, okay, that you're dealing with, you'll be aware of who this is. This person is cruel, or a bit condescending, quite judgmental. They might also be their own worst critic, though, because people who are hard on themselves are typically hard on other people. People would tend to treat other people how they treat themselves, which is also a product of how they've usually been treated. Hence the vicious cycle, right? So like people who really dislike themselves are usually not the people you necessarily want to be around. They're not usually the happiest, most loving people, right? Because if you don't really like yourself, you have a hard time liking other people, right? If you are extremely critical about yourself, you tend to be very critical to the people outside of you as well. So just keep, when I said nothing is personal, I really mean that. People are fighting their own battles, and it's not specific to you. They take it with them wherever they go. And, you know, you also have your own internal dialogue that you take with you wherever you go. But if this is a person outside of you, they have their own battles, right? It feels really heavy around them. They're always looking for an argument, and yet never seem to really win. Quite defensive, and this person might be going through massive transformations and or had an ending of some sort. And this may be somebody you have past history with or somebody from your past. Okay. Now, if it's not another person, this could be you being your own worst enemy. Stop it. It's not going to serve you. Nobody gets better by beating up themselves. They just don't. It's not how it works, right? So instead, why not try loving yourself, right? Why not try picking out all the aspects of your life that you do like, or the parts of your body that you do appreciate, or the parts of your job that is fun to you. You know, start picking out the things that you really like and giving that most of your focus, and get that good momentum going, because I feel good energy coming through here. But it could also be that I'm picking up on, yes, one very contentious person, and then someone else here that is quite loving, that is like, feels like a dream almost, or really makes you feel fulfilled, fills up your cup, really just, yeah. Could be you're leaving something old in the past, or someone, and entering into a new phase or a new relationship, or into this space where you just feel better, you know, or you're just feeling more love, okay? And feeling more loving, right? Because love isn't always about what love we're receiving from other people. It is also, and more importantly, about what love we're giving to other people, right? But it's hard to give love when you don't feel it. But for a lot of you, once you're in that space of feeling good, it is easy. It's like everybody looks adorable to you when you're high vibing. You know what I mean? Like, you can find love in everyone you meet when you're flowing love, okay? So it's vibrational work as much as it's anything else, Sagittarius. But I definitely feel relationships being highlighted, and whatever these challenges are, whoever this challenging person is, I feel like they want you to treat it with indifference, detachment. Whether it's with your own challenges or the challenges that somebody else is bringing into your life. Yeah, detach. Because you cannot be a match to the solution while you are focused upon the problem, you guys. Yeah, and I also feel that there might be good news coming in, by the way, around finances, especially for those of you who've experienced some sort of loss here in finances, or, you know, haven't been doing the greatest. There might be a little bit of an uptick in that, or news or communication coming in regarding that. So, wow, lots to uncover, my goodness. And now I want to jump to the you versus them reading and go a little bit further, as relationships do seem to be the highlight here. So let me clear my energy and clear the cards, and I will be right back. Stay there. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so now we're going to go back and forth, Sagittarius, between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and this person has the High Priestess. Okay, so this is all about, for you, a vision, right? You may have had a vision for your life, or a vision for this relationship and where you wanted things to go. It also does talk about investments and patience. This person has the High Priestess, and this card is talking about power, but I always equate the High Priestess to intuition, spirituality. You may have a spiritual connection with this person. They may be highly intuitive, but it is also the secret keeper. So very interesting energy over here. But let's get into it and see. So we're going to look at then how you both view or think about each other. And then we are going to look at how you both feel underneath it all and most likely outcomes. And keep in mind, guys, it's a general reading. So I do ask for messages for those who will view the video, for the collective that views, but only take what resonates, all right, and leave what doesn't. So let's get into it for Sagittarius. Now, I got this song in another reading. He says, would you be there in the morning? I want to say it was Virgo's reading. You could be connecting with Virgo. Check out their reading if you are. But the song is basically what he's saying is like, yeah, it's easy to love somebody, but would you be there in the morning? Would you be there at my worst? Would you be there when I need you? Type of thing. So you may resonate with that. Check out that song. I'm not sure of the artist, but I'm sure somebody will put it in the comments. It's also in the comments of the Virgo reading, the song. Okay, so, sorry. Your energy is looking so vivacious to me that I just said the word vivacious. Like, why are you looking so good? I'm just saying. Look how bright and beautiful your cards were. And they were in the spiritual reading too. So this is the strength card, having strength and courage, the card of success. It could be financial success coming through for you. The card of intuition, and then the wheel, which is good luck, but it is also fortune and karma. So this is showing up, by the way, in the way that you view the connection or this person. So some of you feel strongly that you're going to succeed in this connection, or that there will be success. Now, some of you, it's just being, believing in yourself, which bravo, you need to. You're capable of anything. But take it as it resonates. I feel for the most part, most of you, though, strongly believe and intuitively believe that this is divine or divine timing involved, and that, there will be successful, or it is a successful connection, or that maybe success is going to come out of this for you. You may also view this person as strong and successful and intuitive. But I'm getting like a lot of different messages, and anytime I get this card, it feels lucky to me. So there could be an aspect of luck or feeling lucky to have this person, or for they to have you. So high flying disc right there. I love that. Let's go further and see though. Would you be there in the morning? Let's see. How does this person view the connection? 7 of Wands. I don't feel like that was it. 7 of Wands. Why aren't they flipping? Sorry, I don't usually put them back, but I like them to come out like that. Look at that. And it's the same cards you got, the wheel. And that's why I wait for them to flip. Okay. So anyways, what else? The Sun. Okay. The Sun, the 6 of Pentacles, and Justice. So I feel like a very protective nature around the connection, or maybe this person is very protective of you, Sagittarius. They also have the wheel, which is, the sense of feeling lucky or things being divine, and also could indicate, karma, which we always bring karma into relationships, guys, regardless. But it also has the Justice card, which is fairness and balance, and the card of happiness and equal give and take. So I feel like, this is showing up again in how they view you. And I feel it's almost like, when you get a lucky prize and you want to keep it to yourself type of deal. That's kind of what I feel like. You could be this person's lucky prize, or I'm getting images too of like, do people still carry rabbit's foots with them? That always seemed slightly inhumane to me. Although I get it, and I had one when I was little. But anyways, I'm getting an image of a rabbit's foot, for like good luck or whatever. And, maybe you provide balance for this person, or they do that for you. Like, things seem right, okay? It seems right or balanced within the connection. I also, feel like you maybe make this person very happy. And there's a quality here. There's like a you give, I give, you take, I take type of deal. It's just providing maybe the balance you needed, Sagittarius, in your life. I'm not saying Sagittarius is always unbalanced, but and I love Sagittarius. My Venus is in Sagittarius, and my sister is a Sag. But Sagittarius energy can be quite erratic at the same time. Like you're not a Virgo. You're not a grounded earth sign. You're a fire sign. You are the fire sign, in my opinion. So somebody who could bring a little bit of balance and a little bit more of that grounding is actually quite good for Sagittarius, as long as it's not too much, right? Like, you don't want somebody who's a stick in the mud that's gonna like restrict your freedom. But you do want some sort of counterbalance in a connection, okay? And I feel like this person brings that, or has the ability to bring that. Okay, so now going into the heart space, I wasn't ready yet. How does Sagittarius feel underneath it all? 10 of Cups, 4 of Swords, the Tower. There's the Ace of Cups. This is a side note. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna keep this over here. This is gonna make me cry. I'll tell you why. As soon as I saw this, I felt like there's something very freeing about like this person or this connection, or just maybe the space that you're in, and it's like feeling free to be yourself without the judgment. Some of you, what I picked up on the spiritual reading was you may have been surrounded by a very critical person or partner in the past, and now is entering a softer love or a different type of love. And it could be through the same person, like they could have changed over time. But some of you, it's like leaving one in the past and a new person coming in here. So that's for some of you. But either way, even if that's not the case, I feel like it's a sense of freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to be yourself. And when you feel free like that, here's the funny thing about us freedom-loving signs. Me being a mixture of Aquarius and Sagittarius and Libra. If you give us freedom-loving signs the freedom to be ourselves, we'll love you forever. You know what I mean? Like, Sagittarius will love you forever. It's when you try to constrain, restrict, control, or change a freedom-loving sign that it grows resentment, right? So I feel like this person gives you space and freedom to be yourself, or some of you are manifesting a connection like that if it hasn't come through just yet. But a lot of you already know who this is, because what's showing up in the heart space is what you value, which is family, a peaceful, happy, harmonious relationship or love life, family life, home. And there's big changes coming through the heart space here, Sagittarius, that are literally quite literally like transforming you from the inside out when it comes to love and relationships and home. You know, and every connection we enter into changes us, but only a special one or two have the ability to really change us in that positive way where we're getting in touch with our higher selves through the connection. That's what I would call a true divine connection. A true divine connection brings out the best in you, not the worst in you. So how does this person feel about you? Hell yeah. Okay. So they have the card of success, recognition, feeling on top of the world, devotion, commitment. This is also the sign of traditional beliefs and marriage structures. Another sign of commitment, and then communication. So how does this person feel in their heart? That they're committed to you, loyal to you. They see the success in the connection. They want the success of the connection. They feel like they want a prize. There it is again. If somebody actually wins a prize, or even better, a bunny, what was it earlier? A rabbit's foot. Please email me and let me know. You are the prize. Oh, okay. That might be the title for this one. Let's see where this is headed. Where is this headed? Ace of Wands. Yes. I love this. High flying disc all the way. Passion. If there's attraction, intensity, motivation, emotional support showing up. Again, they're showing your friend zone as well. It could also be that this is a friend. Now, I'm picking up intimate, but it doesn't always have to be. For some of you, you met your soulmate as a friend, or you're connecting with a friend that just, they see the potential in you, you see the potential in them, you know, and you're going to have a lot of success together. Maybe even a business partner. Hell, I don't know. A lot of you, though, this is more intimate love. But I just feel like reuniting of love, you know, and almost giving you like this reflective moment of appreciation. Why do I keep wanting to freaking cry? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to tell you why I think I keep crying here in a minute, but I don't want to water down the reading, so I'll save that to the end. No, I'm not pregnant, and no, I'm not on my period. It's that TMI, because somebody always thinks that as a woman, if you're emotional, like, I'm neither. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah, so this person is definitely in this space of wanting to be productive, of wanting to, you know, build on the connection, to move things forward. There's this weird thing from the past, though. There's some, like, sort of confusion here, or maybe choices needing to be made. For some of you, it's just simply around children, if you have children together or whatever. But for others of you, this is, like, something to deal with the past, which I picked up in the spiritual reading as well. What is that? Something to be left in the past. But overall, there's like this sense of satisfaction here showing up. Oh, sweet. Aw, this person, they've learned from the past, or they're learning from the past, or there's something about that. Like, they are trying to self-reflect on things that have went wrong in the past for their own spiritual growth, so that they can make you happy, or so that they can be happy, which in turn, if you're committed to this person, would make you happy, right? So, yes, wow, you guys, what a deep and beautiful reading. Sorry, I might have to pause. My dogs are going crazy. I must have a delivery person here. No, just somebody driving around. Yeah, they're gonna stop in a second. Okay, but I want to tell you why I was getting all emotional there. Oop, there's your card. But let me first finish off with the guidance card. Excuse my dogs. I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep going though. Card number 19. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. You're living in a time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that of which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realization that what they've been seeking is not a change in behavior of others, or even in the world outside of them, over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own relationship with themselves, over which they have complete control. Beautiful. Whew. So I think the reason I was getting like all gooey is, y'all know my sister's a Sagittarius, and I try to keep like my when I meditate before my readings on purpose to try and clear my energy of my own personal stuff, you know. But I feel like as like we went through the reading, I could feel the love that I have for my sister coming through. And you know, she just got married, and she had a very well, I don't want to tell her story. Anyways, I was just feeling the love for my sister. She just recently got married, and I love this. I hope this resonates with you guys as well as her. This is a collective reading, not a reading for my sister, but I just wanted to explain like where that came from, because like halfway through reading the cards, like her essence like popped into my essence, and just, you know, I'd be so happy for her and make me cry. Like, what the hell? Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Help me get to 200K this year. It's been a long time coming, y'all. I've been doing this for a minute. Show me some love. Also, I started doing free collective readings on Facebook daily. If you don't want to miss out on that fun, follow me on Facebook as well. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of that page, also linked below and in the description. Otherwise, wishing you guys the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.